Let's see then now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Our common ritual. Is it able to be obtained? Yeah, there we go. There's our ritual. We are once more loud and clear. Also, I don't know if I'm seeing sights again, but that looks like it's even more rot in town. Storage room key. A small data key placed by a note. Maybe it can open the storage room door. Oh, yeah, right, I just ran past everything. I need to remember where the items were, or item locations were. Jokan, nice. Ancient note. There are valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key. The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking. It took a long time to find her. Huh? Yeah, that's where the item goes. Let's see, now it's just time to me to remember how to walk around. You indeed have appeared. Welcome, Blaine. Thank you for the Abra Age. Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. Some more divine water. And here we got nothing, sadly. Ah well. That's just how it be sometimes. Yeah, still got a couple of more things to investigate. Easily opened up. Higashi. Oh, this didn't used to be openable before. It's the fox mask. The ritual tools. Alright then. A perspective on Hirogami. It is a core tenet of Shintoism that each land throughout all Japan is protected by its own deities. From this, people pray to the gods so that they and their lands might be blessed. In turn, their belief strengthens the gods and gives them the ability to better protect the land in a beneficial cycle of reciprocation. Thus, the bond between humans and gods is vital to the prosperity of both. If the underlying strength of this bond can indeed be explained through mortal blood, then the reason for the gods joining themselves in sacred matrimony to mortals who call their land home becomes evident. Perhaps it is through the addition of their blood that the bond between mortal and god is strengthened. Hmm. Hum, indeed. Oh no, wait. I don't think that. I actually didn't finish reading that. Damn it. And there was one more. And if this is true, then I should think that frequently upon holding such forms of unification would be best for all involved. However, in practice, marital bonds between mortal and deity are vanishingly rare. It is a mystery why this is so, or perhaps I find the greater mystery to be why was I chosen? Alright. Oh, I see. I understand now. We are not special. There have been many a fox brides before. Ah, nice. We managed to obtain all of our inventory increasing items. This embroidered drawstring bag is very high quality from the fabric to the pattern, so be careful not to get dirt when storing your belongings. This is interesting. Mandate of the clan. Drained from the sacrifice her blood, sparing not a drop, and added unto it wine that has been distilled 8 times over. Spare her body of its earthly viscera and fill it instead with rice that has been mixed with master's saliva before sealing it shut with needle and thread. In the dark shall the vessel rest undisturbed until the redolent odor of wine rises from her skin. Adorn her in fine garments befitting a bride, then set her afloat on a raft of straw so her blood wine may seep into the water surface. Do this, and into the depths of she shall sink, quelling the wrath that waits below. Now this is a very interesting room. Shit's locked. Don't believe the fox's word. Stay away from the western room. Well, sadly, dear doll, we have to go into the western room. Yeah. I got the sense of this before when we saw these, but it's even more clear now, honestly. Don't trust him. Thank you for the refresher. Inari sculpture. Not dead, just incapacitated for now. There we go. Statue has been placed. And now we can squeeze inside. Get ourselves a Naginata. And now my strength has increased tenfold.
大事なものだと思うけど、すいません。お借りします。やっと着いた。
Sorry, I know that you'll need a key, so I'll be back in a spell.
きなこ、こっちだよ。さくこ？
こっちこっち。こっちだよ。Ow. The environment remains to be my greatest foe. Glad I'll take the divine water. Any more notes for us to pick up? Doesn't seem like it. But I'll gladly take the dried carcass. Come at me. Right, let's see. Library.
書庫。こんなところに。
Graze the sides. Look for more notes. Yep, note. Housemate's note. February 15th. There can be no two ways about it. The family is indeed cursed, and I'm the only one who knows the full story. I must tell the master all I know, for if I do not, the curse will certainly befall me as well. May the gods have mercy upon me. Family physician's log, February 1st. Symptoms at onset are as follows: headache, fever, vertigo, chills, vomiting, diarrhea. At first, I believe signs point to a seasonal cold. However, after prescribing medicine, the symptoms did not improve. In fact, they worsened. Looks like this sad person might have gotten dysentery. The crimson spring gushing from the womb.
これ、うちのこと？
This is new. The crimson spring gushing from the womb, deep within, is the Shimizu family. Not enough, the honorable blood, fill it up, make it full otherwise. Sure thing, Sakuko, I'll continue on chasing you. Oh, I can't pick those up. Oh, I expected I would be for sure able to pick those up. Nice. More fate. I'll absolutely not pick you up. Come on then. Thank you for opening it up. I appreciate your trust in me. Out of stamina. I don't mind. Katsuti. Give me the chocolate for a bit.
早く早く
早くね。Away with thee. Sorry, Blade Legs, I'm not interested in you. Oh, Yokan, nice. And we'll enshrine our offerings. We're getting close. We're almost at 300 fate.
こっちに来て早く早く
サクコ、そっちにいるの？サクコ。
This seems to be made from the same material as the stone heat that the fox mask has given to me. Maybe it serves a similar purpose. Offer thyself to me. Ah, truly. Do you have other needs of my services? Oh.
頭が逃げなきゃ。
Much appreciated, guys, for the impromptu headache.
ひなこでっかいよここ
サクコ、ここはダメ。
Ah, that was almost slick.
ひなこ私を一人ぼっちにして裏切り者
Oh, it's a Higashi.
ごめん、
Sure, I'll take a Higashi.
ごめんね。
Path is blocked. Ow. Man, it really is wildly different how the enemies hit you on story mode compared to hard.
一人は
I'm somewhat fearful just how hard they would hit me on Lost in the Fog combat difficulty. Right then, time to find fox masks again, but if memory serves correctly, we're up for something even more fun than that. We really are just full up on a bunch of restoratives. Let us enshrine a kudzu tea and a divine water, which will allow us to pick up these bandages. And for good measure, we'll also just save. Kochi kochi, Sakuko.
Sakuko.
Hinako.
That is still equally freaky.
Sakuko. どうして？一体何なの？
Oh, we're already at this phase.
どうして戦わなくちゃいけないの？
Oh, and she crumbles very quickly. I mean, it is also just very funny just seeing the differences between the different difficulty modes. I mean, partially I also just learned how the Miko moved during the first fight of this.
いい加減にしろ！お前がサクコじゃない！
But still, not only... She shouldn't be this close to me. You know, she doesn't move as far either. It really is a difference.
つきものの分際でここへ踏み入ろうと愚かな。
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。もう失せた。安心していい。 属性に生きる以上汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。
Alright, the cleansing cutscene. I do wonder just how different this will be. If it'll even be any difference. Because the cutscene beforehand was fairly clear.
さあ、君も。
はい。
Yeah, the lava is still here.
大丈夫。ただの水だよ。
I will be a bit quiet just because I am really trying to catch different things. Yeah, here's the doll again. This is new, however. So yeah, Hinako is having visions of the ritual. Or rituals, I should say.
ひなこ、おい、しっかりしろ。
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
腕、どうした？
あれ、引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
特にあざはないみたいだな。痛むところはないか？
うん、大丈夫。それはよかった。
どうした？
行こう。時間を無駄にした。
よし、行こう。
私をちゃんと守ってよ。私ひな子みたいに強くないんだから。
分かってる。俺から離れるな。目指すは俺の家だ。裏道から山を越え県道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがり棒。
Rinko is still hilariously
後ろに
petty.
いるね。真ん中なら安心だし。しんがりは引き受けた。
I mean, hey, that just goes to show that Hinago is stronger than both you and I. Oh! Ramune. Bandages. It's only water, so you should drink with me. Well, I could, but if you do want to drink with me, just be prepared that I drink like that I drink carbonated oil on the daily. So that might be a bit too heavy for you. Nothing new has spawned in here, has it? Nope, it hasn't. Alas, alas, what a fame. Oh, this early you can get it. Right, in that case, let's prepare to find it then, because I'm deeply curious. Most likely we'll find the other two posters in town, no? So yeah, let's just try and go and dig him up. I'll try to.
あのでかいやつ。どこ行った？
If I manage to just miss him, just scream at me, yeah?
ひなこ、こっちだ。
こっちこっち。
大丈夫か相棒。化け物につけられてないか。
問題ない。シュウ君っていつまでひな子のこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方、小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
Rice crackers? This somewhat seems like rice crackers. Maybe they are. It's been a while since I've had a rice cracker. If the mood strikes for it, it can be really tasty. Right, we'll take a hike up to the shrine first, just to see if something new has happened here. Thing. Yeah. I should probably deposit some of these rice waters into a shrine. I haven't had rice crackers in a while as well. Yeah, no, they are good. You just tend to underestimate them a bit now, just because you don't expect them to be good. Yeah, do you have flavor ones where you live? The ones that we have around here come in a couple of different flavors, which is just spices. Oh. Yeah, arare. Uh,
新しい武器を見つけなきゃ。
Gotcha, Hinako. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find a new weapon soonish. More arare. Yeah, more arare. A chocolate rice cracker. That's news to me. Would it then be close to a rice cookie instead of a rice cracker in that case?
相棒、妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか？
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってしゅうくんと話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
ふん。だから男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
America comes up with all kinds of flavors in combination. Yeah, no, if there's one thing that we can appreciate America for, it is their rampant imagination when it comes to food products. I will also say that around Halloween and Christmas you guys really amp it up. I say that, but I still do want to try out some of the weird things that are on offerings from time to time. Let's see. Increase Omamori slots. There we are. And since we have more slots... Oh, it's an Omamori. I don't know. Pumpkin isn't really a thing that we have around here. So it would be fun to see what loads of pumpkin flavored stuff that you guys sell. Let's see. Hound, hawk, and crow. Yeah, that should be good. Not really, no. The only pumpkin spices thing that we have is that sometimes in the fall, some stores start selling butternut pumpkins, and I sometimes get lucky enough to do some pies from that, but that's about it. Hey, baseball bat. Don't mind if I do. Keep an eye on the wall. Keep an eye on the wall. Yeah. Walk up if you want a trashing. You're already looted. Actually, since I'm walking by now, there should be a Jesus statue around here. I reckon. I need to find him in the correct order. Sure. But don't write them out to me here. Write them out to me in person, so that only I can see it. Ah! Yeah, it's a whisper, because we don't want to accidentally spoil stuff for any viewers who happen to be lurking. Open up. I want to ransack your house. Yeah, real men drink Ohori beer. Another first aid kit. Man, I have 3 full heals on me. You say that way, I say this way. Yeah, this is the one that I found before. Let's see now. It doesn't seem to pop up in my chat box. Let me see. Let's go onto the internet and see it. There we go. If I wanna see your whispers, I need to go into the website to do it. Alright, gotcha. Understood. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you for the heads up.
何あれやだ気持ち悪い
あいつらまさかあの気持ち悪いので街を飲み込む気なのか
化け物が多すぎる
迂回しよう街を突っ切るのは危険すぎる
私たちの千鶴やどうしてこんな
中学校の方へ向かってそこから山道を登ろう だいぶ遠回りになるが町は避けられる。よし行こう。
Echo. Right, once more, the game is directing me towards the middle school, but I am curious and I want to see if there are actually anything here for me to pick up. I can always just run away from them if they happen to be anything here. Well, I'm stuck. Nah, not all that stuck. Ow. Let's see. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything here actually. Not even an item. Huh. Oh, well, I guess I do understand it. Let's see, next up we're gonna be heading down into this residential district again, if I recall right. Still, we'll wander around just a tad bit more. Oh no, I was supposed to walk that way. Alright then. Then the game tells me, let's walk down into the scary section. Anything of note? Anything of note? Oh, some ramen, eh? And is that also nice? A toolkit. Always good to have one of these on me. Ah, you sometimes have good reaction times, I see. Let's see, any items for me up here? No. Oh, actually there was. Perfect! Just what I like. A farmer's story. Son, you better read this and get it through your thick head. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town got pissed drunk and decided to kick over a statue of Inari-sama, even spat on it. The next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterways, the corpses bloated and heavy as hell. They got carted off to medical examiner's office so the coroner could take a look. You know, that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who helped carry the bodies and wash them, so I saw everything with my own two eyes. When that doctor put his knife to their bellies and opened them up, a whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came pouring out. And I don't mean their guts either. From neck to navel, hell, even right up to their asses. Those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it, and that look frozen terror on their faces. I'll never forget it. Anyway, moral of the story is that you better not ever disrespect Inari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. Man, the Inari faith sure is strong in this town. Right, enemies from that way, enemies from this way. Come on then. Come at me. More ramen. Yeah, no, not just with all kinds of beasts. Specifically all the small critters that foxes usually hunt. Rats, frogs, snakes. Everything and anything, yeah. Might be a bit of a waste, but I want this chocolate. Oh, arare. Ah, I wish I could pick you up. Ah. The environment remains my greatest enemy when it comes to me trying to plan out attacks. Oi, 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 oi.
武器が壊れかけてる。もう少しだけ持ってくれ。
I feel like Hinako should be able to swing a paddle like a spear. Oh. Nice little pipe. The Great Space Invasion 2! Inconceivable! Is there a secret invasion of body-snatching aliens? They may already be among your loved ones. Well, that wasn't too hard of a find. Steel pipe. Let's see, we'll try and make or break the sickle for a quick bit.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
I still am intrigued by this flying enemy. Or at least in this supposed flying enemy. More than likely it is just someone that is hopping along the rooftops. Yeah. More red capsules that we shall not pick up.
どこに？
ひなこ、こっち。
Kochi, Kochi, Hinako. Ah, so that I'll pick up the pipe. Because what would Hinako be without her repertoire of pipes? Let's see, it was somewhere near here. Yeah, here we go, pipe.
念のため持っていこう。
And we'll also record. I do notice as well that the poster seems to be counting down. Oh yeah. Hi, Happy Excited. Welcome. And yeah, it's the first New Game Plus run. 2 streams ago we beat the game normally, so I'm just trying to trying to explore more and find more endings. Hi, Thieves. Welcome as well. I know, I can truly feel that as, just in the first few chapters that we have explored now on New Game Plus, there are so many differences and more documents to find. I am enamored with it. Brand new kitchen knife. Sure, I'll pick that up. Bandages and... yeah, it's this one again. Step back, girls! This calls for a real Showa man. The hot-blooded baseball samurai steps up to the plate. More arare.
晴れの日ってね、非日常の日って意味なの。特別ないい日だけを指すわけじゃないんだよ。それでね、今日はその晴れが過ぎるの。気をつけてね、きなこ。
咲子
It is something about these radio transmissions, man. Something that I am yet to understand about them. Let's see. I remember that you were behind that, so let's see if we can find any more items. Nope, that's all. Right then. Now I'm gonna deal with you quickly. Oh, there's 2 of you this time. Ow. Forgot that. There we go. All cleaned out. Thank you for calling the Hinako Eradication Service. As per usual, you will get your fee in the mail.
ひなこほっといて。もう手遅れなの。
Bandages once more. I've got so many bandages. It is ludicrous. That seems like a path forward, so let's go down this path first. And well, maybe both of the paths are paths forward. It is undeniably still very icky-gooey. Right, this should be the path back down to... but it's blocked. But we have an antique comb here. We'll... Hey guys, for an antique comb. Oh, I see. Nope, don't want to deal with you lot. Ow. Alright, they're after me, aren't they? Right, how about you then? With Evera Hokora we record. Yeah, no, they are persistent if nothing else. These monsters. Yeah, no, I walked past there before. There we have them. The two shuckle fucks.
シュウ君嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。
そうか、ありがとう。
Head to the mountain behind Ebisu Gaoka. There's a preta around here. Yeah, there's the preta. I am going to have to run past you, I'm just certain of it. Oh, a toolkit. What's the sacrifice for the toolkit though? Probably one stack of bandages. Yeah, this path is blocked. Tons of Inari-sama statues. Well, we don't really have that many options besides just heading into the trap. Research journal. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating folklore of Ebisu Gaoka. There were a number of damaged Jesus statues in the hollows of the Divine Tree. I saw old and broken tools laid in front of the statues, most likely so that they could be put to rest. The sacred swords came far before the Inari fate. As such, Jesus statues are more likely than Inari statues to be used as anchors for sealing the sword. It seems I'll need to look into the beliefs that are older than the Inari fate to find the sacred sword. Hiya, Ave. We're doing alright. At least I reckon so. Welcome to the transmission. A dried carcass. A dried carcass is worth more than ramen. Ah! Damn it, mistimed that. Am I in mist or something? Yeah, the whole town is shrouded in mist. I don't have to deal with you. I wouldn't diss Hinako so quickly. She can swing a pipe better than than most people can swing a baseball bat. Right.
まずいな。武器が壊れそうだ。
Let's see. Where to next? Ah, chocolate. Nice. It's her anger, you say. I mean, if anything, I would wanna channel anger into these swings. If anything, to just keep me alive. Oh, we're getting close to the middle school. Let's see. Previously I played Spyro. I'm mostly just a variety streamer, I guess you'd call it. I just play really whatever I feel like playing. I do have a Blue Sky in which I tend to announce what I'm gonna be streaming next. Well, and let's see. I'm also specifically looking for the UFO ending right now, so that's why I'm a bit hesitant to getting to the middle school. These always pops up. I really don't know why. Oh no, I'm not gone. I'm just reading up on some stuff. Alright. Pardon me, since I'm just gonna be backtracking real quick like.
もうじき壊れるな。
it's going to be a bit of a hike, so let's see. Any questions? Any questions? Alright, during the previous transmission, we discussed a bit about sandwiches. So, chat, do you guys have any favorite types of sandwiches? No, that's the wrong way. That's not the way. What was the way now again? Right, it was through the house. I bet you've played Resident Evil. Oh, I see. I am locked in here now. Well. I actually haven't played any Resident Evil games, at least not on stream. I mean, yeah, the RE games are fun. I really must have screwed up here now, because I can't walk back here. Ah, damn it. And I think I also saved over my save that had me before this house. Let's see. Record. Yeah, I did save over it. Hi, Shapa, welcome. Yeah, I was trying to go for the Ending 5, as it is titled, but I screwed up the requirements for it, so I'm just gonna have to do that on another playthrough. So for now, I'll just continue on and play as normal. Yeah, no UFOs for me this time. That is just what I get for being a bit too hasty. Yeah. At the very least, I can always just speed run my way to this part, because it took me like, what, 1.5 stream to get here, around... if I skip cutscenes, around like 3 hours, I bet. Nope, not. How about specifically, Shapa, the ending that we are trying to go for on this playthrough is the bad ending. Yeah?
やめてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。シュウ君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ。俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
Thank you.
相棒
The
遅かったな。
the best ending is probably up to interpretation. As is with most Silent Hill games endings. Well, I guess then with the ones that have multiple endings, Silent Hill 1 and 3, it is a pretty clear-cut good ending. Ah, funny you mentioned that, Chapo. How do I even go about this? Because we have gotten the normal ending, yeah?
シュート
Broken Japanese Geta sandal. Beautifully decorated Japanese style slippers. Whoever wore them did so for a long time but is now cracked beyond repair.
食ってた
Oh, that's probably for one of the Jizo statues. Alright. Do you want to hear about the normal ending that you get on your first playthrough?
鍵がかかってる昔はなかったのに
鍵は学校にあるはずだ。
I wouldn't really call it cheating as much as Rinko, the long-haired girl, really much so likes Shu. So much so that it's very obvious. And Hinako, our main lass here, mainly sees Shu as a friend, or her Aibo partner.
"相棒も疲れただろう。休んでてくれ。俺は鍵を探してくる。
分かった
シュウ君が一緒じゃないと嫌だよ。心細いよ。お願い、一緒にいて。
別に俺が一緒じゃなくても。
相棒も少し休め鍵は私が探す
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから。後からついてくるだけだったひな子の方が余裕あるって。
おい、そんな言い方をするなよ。
私は気にしない二人とも休んでてくれ行ってくる
Yeah, you'd be correct with that. In the normal ending, it is heavily hinted at that the pills aren't good for her and she goes on to become a murderer. Just how much of that is for real and just a premonition? I'm not actually sure. Some may call them cute. I call her extremely clingy. Alright then, schoolhouse time. Let's rock. Chrysanthemums grown by our very own vice principal have won the governor's prize. Did you know that Vice Principal Masu has a green thumb? His exquisite chrysanthemums took a top prize in a category at the floriculture fair held by the prefectural council. If you haven't already, take this opportunity to admire the vice principal's massively improved flower display at the school grounds. Right, that's clue 1.
空っぽか
Let's see. There is one ending that you can only get on your first playthrough, and then there are 4 more endings that you can have on New Game Plus. One ending ends the game prematurely. That was the one that I was trying to get, but I was too hasty, so I screwed it up.
ほら学校創立より古いとかダム建設で一山当てた成金がわざわざここに学校を建てたって聞いたことがある
Oh, we're not at the end, not at all. We're like at the middle of the game, I'd say. It is just that with the this tradition, there's usually one joke ending that you can get early. That's the one I was trying to go for, but I screwed that up. Though besides that, there are 3 more endings to find, and those you have to do specific things throughout the game in order to unlock them. One of the requirements for all of them, as far as I've been able to figure out, is that you are not allowed to consume any red pills at all. So that's why I'm avoiding that restorative item like the plague. 12 faculty on patrol duty. To prevent students from going to the second floor, please ensure the corridor is locked at the end of the day. On patrol this week, Vice Principal Masuo.
キーボックスが開かない。鍵がいる。
The Vice Principal is so paranoid about his keys that he always takes them with him whenever he leaves, so it's kind of ironic that he lost the keys to the stairwell. He's looking for them frantically like a madman. He had the nerve to ask me to help him find them, but I'm the one who needs to help with his pile of paperwork, yeah? Ah, another steel pipe. Yeah, 13 chapters long. The game isn't super long, so it's so it doesn't feel too bad to just replay it. Let's see. In order to properly progress, we need to get the key. In order to get the key, we need to... Ramane will not pick that up. We also need to be on the lookout for any notes that we may find. And here we are. Let's find ourselves some chrysanthemums. Even the enemy spawns are different. That is fascinating. You're still wondering how she's going? Ah, you should see how she's able to shrug off some of the attacks that she suffers whenever she gets grabbed. She gets stabbed in the shoulder. She has a big cleaver struck into her back. At the very least, according to her, to the game, she is currently very sane. Because the topmost bar is the sanity meter. Another dried carcass for our enshrinement. Anything in here? Nope. Alright, then let's then see. Previous difficulty, they were around here, but seemingly not. So where... Oh yeah, right. Look at that. It's our beloved. The sledgehammer. A heavy weapon. We'll just have to remember that before we leave the school to pick that up. More red capsules. I'll say no to that. Alright, the radio's calling. There are way more scarecrows around now. I don't think we were able to go into this classroom before. A letter from Sakako to Hinako. Hinako, has anyone tried to rope you into playing the Fox the Sacrifice game before? You basically just write a bunch of names on a blackboard and the fox will tell everyone's future. One of those people will also be granted good luck. But this isn't just some childish game. There are spiritual powers at work here. Mark my words. And the fox isn't telling people their futures. It's deciding them for itself. You have to promise me you won't join in, even as a joke. Even if you don't believe it yourself. Please. Hinako, Kimie, Kanta, Sachi, Sakako, Rinko, Shu, Kotoyuki. Oop. To the revered fox, my ancestor, I thank you for your divine revelation. Your will shall be done. This is an excellently executed scare. Hinako disappeared. Kimie, cancer. Kanta, heart disease. Sachie, cancer. Sakako, heart attack. Rinko, burned to death. Shu, suffocation. Kotoyuki, wishes will come true. This is really interesting. Hey, open up. Diary of Revenge. I found mention of a transition from the Water Dragon Fate to the Divine Tree Fate in historical records dating from around the middle of the Kamakura period. There, it is written that a peculiar monk donning multiple masks and measuring over 10 shaku, approximately 3 meters, in height visited Ebisugaoka, a frankly ridiculous overstatement. That monk brought people to a great cedar tree, later to be idolized in a divine tree fate, and told them the following. You who fear the water dragon's wrath, quake no more, for the beast grows weak and prepares for slumber. It is none other than this great tree that has sapped the evil from it. Devote yourself to the great tree, and it shall keep that beast subdued until the end of time. Upon hearing the monk's words, the people of Ebisugaoka abandoned the water dragon fate and converted to the divine tree fate. However, in time, the divine tree fate would also begin to change. Being a settlement hidden away from society, the residents had no way from trading with the outside world. And so, they forced to treat their tools with extra care. It was from this unique culture that the Tsukumogami fate was born. Local historic records state that the old tools would be brought to the hollows of the divine tree and offered to the gods, once again further warping their religion. Between 3-meter tall monks, giant sacred cedars, and dragons, the humans simply just sense divine presence in anything larger than themselves. How utterly ridiculous. And we get the rabbit Omamori. Press heavy attack immediately after performing a perfect dodge to deal a powerful counter. This counter greatly consumes stamina. Now we like that one, that's for sure. But let's see. Let's find myself those chrysanthemums. Blue flowers, blue flowers. Ah, probably up here. Yeah, here's the key. Main building, 2nd floor, stair key. Nice. Oh, now you guys are alive, are you? Yeah, now you've woken up. Right, can't stay here long. Ow. And there we are, safe. Ay, 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 ay. So many things that change, yet so little that also changes. I need a key for that room. Hey, another toolkit. Comb. Comb. And we can part with a first aid kit for that. Alright then. Time for the box puzzle. This is an unopened envelope. Oh yeah, I have been actually thinking on sub badges as well as also doing custom emotes. I have been in talks with a couple of illustrators, so all I would really just need is to find a good idea for what a sub badge for this channel would be. Hinako isn't coming. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I thought that I needed to get you alone to find out how you truly feel. Look into your heart and try opening this box with your true feelings. Do you remember that day when just two of us went to that cafe? We talked about it, how it felt like we were delinquents since we were supposed to be going to school that day. But you know what? I didn't care what other people thought about us, because as long as I could spend time with you, that was all I needed. We both ordered the same cake that day. I can still remember how my heart almost burst out of my chest the moment the same words flowed from those lips. The sweet tart fruit on the cake, the taste still lingers in my mouth like it was yesterday. Do you still remember the taste too? Good ideas may be loaded, but it's still... It still requires me to work on it some more. I can probably come up with something thematic for what I'm trying to go for here. Might have missed something here. Maybe I missed something on the other side. No. Maybe that's also supposed to be a sweet fruit. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be one. If you have a Discord, I can hook you up. I appreciate the offer, But I'm still technically doing this as a for fun thing. So while I appreciate the enthusiasm, I will be going my own. I will be trying out my own connections first. I know you're going through a rough time right now. You must be in so much pain, but you know I can be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself still? I can picture us slowly unfolding the pages of our hearts, talking about the small mundane details of our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another with our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start, a blank page upon which we can write a new story of our lives. Surely you can see it too. In that case, probably just looking for a bunch of books, I would imagine. Yeah, book. That's another book. Gambling isn't books. Not a book. That's a book. No book. That's a book. That should be all. Nice. I'm glad that you're trying to stay positive, and remember, I'll always be here for you if you need anything. You know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako is no longer with us. If the two of could huddle together, we could soothe this pain that bites like cold winter. And then, surely, spring will arrive, welcoming us with sakura in full bloom to celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautifully blooming sakura awaiting us? Right, just try to find some sakuras this time around. That doesn't look like a sakura. Yeah, that looks like a sakura bloom. No, bonsai. That looks sakura. Sakura petals falling off. Looks like it. Nope. No, and no. Dear Shu, I like you, I love you, I'll always have and always will. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me. Shu didn't read this letter. Well, I guess I'm happy for you, Shu. No difference here, but having Junko around is always a good time. Rot flowers are already here. Oh, was it a different dialogue? Yeah. Damn, I thought that Junko was saying the same sort of stuff. This time you'll kill them with your own hands, eh? Well, at least we got the old annex gate key. As well as Ayumi from the track and field club said she found a key with key box written on it during practice. If she still hasn't gotten it back to you, then she probably left it in her locker when she went to change. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she forgot. She looked exhausted after practice. I see. Would you mind reminding me then of what Junko said on the first new game? Ah, great, you're here. Yeah, it's the liar painting. Origami of grievances. TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make my wish come true, her locker combination is 377. Ah, sorry, sweet crackers, I can't pick you up. Alright, to the old annex. Mickey, I have absolutely no idea how that crazy formula spells Aisiteru, but I love you too. Friends don't last forever, they will betray you eventually, just as they say you betrayed them. Whether their word is justified, that is for you to decide. Yeah, no, it's really different. Asakura Ayumi, row 4, line 2. I decided to make the combo for my locker something I love. You can poach it, fry it, and even boil it. No matter what, it always comes out delicious. And if you add flour and sugar and mix them all together, you can make a cake. This witch deserves to die. I hope she suffers 5694X0513. Smart and a star athlete. Gold medal in the prefectural meet. I hate her guts. How dare she make me feel like I'm nothing, like I'm nobody. Ah, damn. These origamis of grievances are more violent than before. Oh, how I wish I could just climb inside his locker and drown in the smell. I can't believe his combination is the same as his name. Aoi. That's so cute of him, using his name as code. I did mention it last transmission, but I really need to get into the swing of things to rewatch all of the old cutscenes. Congratulations to track and field club member Suga Yusei, senior class 1, on winning the 100-meter race at the prefectural meet. Notes from a male student. You can read girl code, right? You see that? Sada got a note from the girls that read 84*4 written on it. Do you know what that means? And what do you have to say now?
ヒナ君ったら捨てちゃうんだ。許さない。戻してやる。塔の底を張って張ってもがいて苦しんだらいいんだ。死ね。苦しんで苦しんでのたうち回って死ね死ね死ね。ヒナ君。
Yeah, that was Rinko's voice, alright. Not from a male student. It's called for Baka, so you know, stupid. Girl code is based off the alphabet. Basically, you switch the letters with numbers and symbols that look like them. So Sato would be 54 plus 06. 5 looks like an S and 4 looks like an A, right? And the plus is T and the O is and the 0 is O because they're basically the same shape. 6 doesn't really look like it, but apparently it is U. So for my name Yoshida, it'd be X057105174. I think I should have all of the components that I need now for the puzzle. Hi, still stocked up on everything. Aoi Takeshi. Let's then see. TT 377 AOE. So let's then see, that would be 501. Really? It should be. Oh no, it's 401. There we go. V. I haven't found out Suga's locker combination. The weird thing is, when you converted the code, it looks like I cry for help. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I can do anything. And even more lockers.
陸上部が懐かしい。
I don't like that you're here. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. Hey. Suga Josei. Let's see. The code should be the same then. SOS. Yeah, it's the same. And for that I get a Abura Age. And let's see, let's toss a stack of bandages for it. Tsuchiya Taiko. I mean, hey, I was just hoping that it was one of the ones that just stayed put. It didn't move. Tsuchiya Taiko. Did I say Tsuchiya Taiko? Yeah, Tsuchiya Taiko. That would be 377. Well, that is concerning. Katsu.
ここに置いとくなんて。
Alright then, last locker. Asakura Ayumi. I just make the combo for my locker something I love. You can poach it, fry it, and even boil it no matter what. It is always comes out delicious. And if you add flour and sugar and mix them all together, you can make a cake. Ham. Oh wait. Poach it, fry it, boil it, add flour and sugar, mix them all into a cake. It's egg. So egg would be 399. Hey, there we go. Key cabinet key cabinet key. Ah man, sometime I'm allowed to be smart. No, stop that. Why are all of you waking up right now?
やっと見つけた。
And now you're all just gone.
まずいな。
When Mr. Yoneda was 20 years old, he came across an injured fox. Being the good teacher he is, he attended the fox's wound, shared his food with it, and cared for it. One day, when the fox had fully recovered, it opened its mouth and spoke in human tongue. After expressing its appreciation to Mr. Yoneda, the fox then told him, "The next page is torn out and on the
開かれ
ground."
そうだ。
Well, I guess that's the school completed. Now that was a proper speedrun of the school.
シュウ君が望むなら相棒の役でも悪の女幹部の役でもいいんだよ。
鍵見つけたぞ。
おかえり。面倒をかけたな。相棒も休めよ。俺たち先に休んだから。
休みなよ。私とシュウ君で寝ずの番をしててあげるから。
いや、私は本当に大丈夫。
ひなこ、休めよ。あとは俺たちが見張っておくから。
おやすみ、ひなこ。
Oyasumi, Mina.
でもさ、シュウ君もああいうの好きでしょ。
興味ねえよ。
I am not sleeping. I don't care what's going on. Sleep is not happening. Yeah, I would agree with that. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't be sleeping in a situation like this. And also, we didn't hear that before, right? Of Rinko and Shu talking to each other. You like that, don't you? No, I don't. Albion Man Matal. I mean, hey, if you think you can handle it. Oh, we're already in a fox mask.
無理しなくていい。まだ休んでいる
We've
といい。
already done the rituals.
起きられます。
Now this is fascinating.
辛い儀式だったろう。よく耐えた。よく頑張ってくれたね、ひなこ。さあ、先に進もう。
Yeah. So much fascinating stuff. I don't know, all three rituals. Mask ritual, arm ritual, and branding ritual. I wonder then how that chapter is going to play out. Considering how we can already unlock all the doors. Yeah, Fox Arm. When starting the game from a completed file and using offering that recovers sanity will also fill up the Kudzu seal. Oh. Well, that's neat. When starting the game from a completed file, Soul Siphon will be able to affect multiple inanimate enemies in a small area. Oh! I'm just way stronger now.
美しい腕だね。血潮さえ美しい。
ありがとうございます。
Right, first, before we did... Before we did Rinko first, let's do Sakako first this time. Sakako's diary. I had a strange dream. It was a very old sword, one that was cursed, steeped in evil energy. The sword must be the source of the corrupt god's power, I'm sure of it. But because the sword itself is divine, it can't be destroyed. However, if someone were to purify it, then surely the corrupt god would be weakened. If the sword can be submerged in the elixir that exorcises evil spirits, then it could be used to sever the strings that control those who roam lost through the fog. Fascinating. More divine water for me. Ah, I'll manage to dodge all of that. Higashi. Moves from red to green. Oh, I forgot you were here. Now we want to keep it green, I think. Let's go. We run. Ah, you're right, because with that we now have a complete circle back here. So, you know, we wanna turn this blue. Then we wanna turn this white. And now we can walk through here. Hey Mr. Rabbit, guess what? I decided that today I'm giving you a new name. The handwriting is erratic as if the writer was overcome with emotion. Your new name is Hinako, got it? Hinako. Don't you think it's super cute? It's the same name as that awful, horrible, mean, cruel Hinako who left me all by myself and went far, far away. I hate her. I know why she threw me away. It's cause I'm dark and sad and mean. Dang it, I forgot the stuff I needed to cut off Hinako's arms and legs. Oh well, I'll just cut her into tiny pieces tomorrow. I mean, it was clear that Hinako left, but it seemed to have really left a deep impact on everyone then, I guess. Ah, more custody. Dear Hinako, good luck and bad luck are two sides of the same coin. For one person, today could be lucky, but for someone else, it might be the opposite. Right now, a bright sun shines upon you, but that sun also makes your shadow very long and dark. Dark shadows drain evil towards them. I really didn't want to send you a letter like this on your special day, but I just couldn't get it off my mind. I sense that your fortune has taken turn for the worse. There's just something not right about the sun and the shadow that surround you. Where are you, Hinako? This should be a day for celebration, yet the note was left unfinished and crumpled up. I mean, maybe they'll remember it. There's so much more that's different now. Grandpa is saying that he'll let the shrine come to an end after his generation. Not many people bother visiting such a small, insignificant shrine. It seems nobody wants to go to the effort to come all the way here to pray to Inari-sama. There are Hokoren statues dedicated to Inari-sama all over town. Anyway, all the factions just go wherever's the closest to them and pray. There's no reason for them to come to the shrine. But if there were more devout worshippers, if people held more respect for the shrine, then maybe Senetsugi Shrine could be restored to its former glory. Are these just events unfolding as the gods have planned, just like Grandpa always says? Does Senetsugi Shrine no longer serve a purpose? No, it simply can't be true. I've heard how the gods weep. Sakuko's dream is to restore the shrine to its former glory, but would such a thing even be possible? I can't really imagine the town's elderly residents climbing all the way up here. People here used to worship the 1,000-year cedar, now they pray to the Inari statues. I'm starting to think that rather than some revered god, maybe we humans hold more power because we choose which god to worship. Alright then, cool. I mostly just run around now. I hope that there aren't more papers to find. Well, if there are more papers to find, it would probably be in that room. Ah, fuck it. I'm curious. Open up. Oh yeah, you guys can hear that. Do you guys want to hear which achievement that I managed to unlock? Yeah. Shriveled Abra Age. Yeah, we'll take that. There are still sirens, I can hear them. I cannot take them out of my mind. Two must face each other as one to pray for mutual prosperity. Those who do shall lift their heads to level height as if they were reflections in a mirror, as custom dictates. With the shading of light, you shall condemn the past to dark. Yeah, it's the... I think it's a similar light puzzle as before. Oh, but now there's only two of them. I see. Ah, now this is a fun one. That seems to be going down. Oh, I got an achievement. So far I'm still just doing this puzzle. Oh. Well, I guess that's puzzle solved then, I guess. Let's see what we will get, if anything changes.
ひなこ助けて行かないで一人にしないで待って行かないでずっと一緒って約束したじゃんギラギラまだ
I still hate that. The voice actors did a fantastic job on it. The White Rabbit emblem key. Obtained after bidding farewell to Sakuko. Is it to be able to open a door somewhere? And it's much bigger than a normal key. As if it was made for some huge creature to use. I mean, I can hope that she will be alright. Yeah, no, I imagine that was the same dialogue as before. What's interesting is that this also just pays somewhat homage to the Fox game that was happening at the school. Yeah, no, Sakuko is suffering alright. Especially considering what we managed to learn from about her at the end of the previous round.
今日は一段と綺麗だね。
Yeah, time for this again. Let's see, how do we begin this? We'll begin with green. Anything in here? It feels like it is different, no? It feels as if Rinko is trying to appeal to Hinako. Right, I couldn't get in here before, but now that I have the fox brooch, I can open it up. Oh. Well, this is most certainly a room. Incredibly eerie. My future friend, spring unfurls around me in vivid color as I write you this letter. Upon your arrival, you may bear anxiety about your new life. The slightest remembrance of your old home may call tears to your eyes, like it once did to mine. The scene of a ripe plum, of ripe plums, joins with warbles birdsong in bittersweet union. Memories that call me home to a mountain village spring. Everywhere I turn, I'm met with splendor, the sound of chirping warblers, the smell of sweet plums. I'm certain that this land, though new to you, shall become a place of respite and tranquility. You and I call the same village home, so please, share with me whatever weighs on your mind. I am eager to hear your stories of home. Together we... Oh, another one on Hirogami. The other day, my honorable father-in-law told me that fate had smiled upon me, that my blood had been blessed by the stars. Yeah, I got all the powers from it. I can open up doors, I can unlock things that look suspect. That's why I was able to open up the door in the second shrine world, as well as this one right here. If I attempt to interpret his words, I can only understand them to mean that he believes that an intervention of good fortune, or coincidence, allowed me to be so connected with this house. However, I do not believe he meant to humble me with his words. Instead, I think his words should be taken more literally. My very blood was favored by fate. In the world of mortals, there exist rare individuals who possess non-ABO blood types. So maybe having blood that was blessed by the stars simply means that I was born with a rare mutation. After all, there are many variations, some of which are as uncommon as 1 in 100,000 people. Perhaps when a human child who possesses blood that contains the power to deepen the bond between mortals and gods is born into a village, they are selected as candidate for a Herogamous marriage. If such is the case, then it would explain why such partnerships are so infrequent. I wonder who shall be the next to be welcomed into this world. If it is another child beloved by fate, then I would like to do all in my power to help their transition into a new life. Mayumi. Another Emma. Omamori Swallow. Performing a counter without using focus increases damage inflicted. Stacks up to 5 times and resets when damage is taken. That sounds like a very fun Omamori. I'm gonna have to remember where all of the locked rooms are now again. Especially with the weird symbol on it. Go down. And sleep. This can't be it, right? Because if I go with... have these doors... Oh! They have changed. Gotcha. They aren't... Their colors are different. Let's see, this should open up this path. And this should lead me to Shizuruya? Yeah, Shizuruya. Rinko's childhood diary. Today I bought all my friends candy from the candy store. It's a lot more fun to eat with friends than eat alone.
千鶴屋を
I got so much stuff again.
進まなきゃ
The handwriting here is erratic. Hinako, why are you here? It was supposed to be my chance to talk to Shu alone. Why the hell are you here? And why the hell are you cozying up next to Shu like that, where you belong? And the cherry on top? Sakako decided to tag along too, just because of you. But I can't forgive her. I mean, she did do me the favor of dying soon enough anyway. How long are you going to keep living for? You're already dead. Quit haunting Ebisogoaka like some pathetic ghost.
先に
Right, that expands a bit on the start of the game. Hi, good sir. Oh yeah, beautiful jump there. All of a sudden, the town was enveloped in a thick fog. Everywhere I looked, I saw strange monsters. I could only bring myself to sit inside my empty house, alone and shaking. That's when Shu came and rescued me. After that, it didn't matter how terrifying the outside world was, as long as I was able to spend time alone with Shu. The handwriting suddenly turns frightening. But then I realized that cockroach Hinako was with him. What are the odds? Just die, you pest. You don't belong in this town anymore. Did you forget that? Yeah, no, it is diabolically done. Excellently done, even. But I remembered since last time I was here. Oh, there's one more. Now that's cheeky. Yeah, Fox Crest.
見つけた
Rinko's childhood diary. Today I bought all my friends candy from the candy store. Everyone was slobbering over the snacks and thanking me again and again. It reminded me of the time I fed fish at the park. The way their mouths gaped wide as they begged for food. What a bunch of idiots. And that poor as dirt Hinako, all it took was one piece of cheap candy to have her follow me around like a dog. It's almost cute how stupid she is. A cockroach like her deserves to die. In New Game Plus, all of these notes left behind are way more terse with their words, let's say.
覚えてる私たちが初めて会った日
Yeah, no, they truly did. At the very least, I feel for Sakako. I really want to know if they can do anything to make me feel for Rinko.
ぼんやりしてるあんたを私が何度助けてあげたことか。
I feel like that's the same.
ひな子はいいよね。何でも持ってる。
Let's see, where do I want to go next? Let's go into the easy one to get to. Just down the hall. This should be... Yeah,
ぬいぐるみ
Rinko's room.
発症時。
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. Discovery is a treat after all. Rinko collects dolls. There we go. Rinko's secret journal. I wish I could live in a world where it's just you and me, but I don't mean that I want the rest of the town to disappear. No, what I truly want is a world where Shu and I can bask together in the spotlight, with everyone else standing in the background as our supporting characters. I don't suppose there's a spell I could cast that would create such a dream world. Right. Light. Change. And as per usual, Wicked. Oh yeah, we can't also forget that she is very much so obsessed with Chu. Chu drawings on the walls, hanging all around. And even more of them have appeared now. But I don't mean that I want the rest of the town to disappear. No, what I truly want is a world where that nasty little cockroach named Hinako who's always crawling around Chu is gone. I don't care how it happened. She can die in an accident or in some rare disease. Hell, she can just move to some far off country for all I care. I just want her gone forever. Won't any of the gods answer my prayers? Damn. You can just relax for a little bit. Rightward facing fox. And here we go. Hinako drawings have now populated the walls. Oh, you're here now. Oh no. Not again. Very cruel to have a bunch of blade legs spawn in here. Oh yeah, no, you certainly do have quite the gallery on your end.
あんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいぜいする。なんでいつもあんたばっかりなのよ。私の方が頑張ってるのに頑張ってるのに。
Right, you're on the roof. Notes, notes, notes. Any more notes around here? A bandage? Sure, I'll take that. Inari sushi. And we'll turn that from green to white. Oh yeah, no, I'm very surprised by that as well. The game will lag, the game will freeze up, but so far, lucky enough to not have a single crash. I really don't know why the game has decided for it to be kind to me like that. Let's see, classroom.
学校遠い昔みたい。
Divine water.
お昼休み友達
Ah, Tomodachi. Rinko's diary. I wasted years of my life at school carefully putting on a good girl act, pretending I was perfect in every way, basking in my own sense of superiority. Back then, I sincerely believed I was better than everyone else, but things are different now. I can see how I've been looking down on others just to falsely raise myself up. I can't help but wonder though, has everyone else seen through my act this whole time? Hinako, Sakuko, even Shu. Maybe they've always seen through me, straight to my rotten core. Maybe all this time they were only pretending to be my friends. The handwriting is seething with unfettered hatred. But I'm not the one at fault. It's all because of that awful Hinako. If only you were gone, then I wouldn't be feeling like this. The rest is too distorted to read. I should have never pretended to be something I wasn't. If I hadn't, then I would have been able to look Hinako in the eye. I could have told her what I really think of her, put her in her place, but I've let everything sit and fester, and now the wound has turned necrotic. So even though this is the day all my wildest dreams are coming true, my heart still feels heavy. The handwriting is chaotic and full of violent energy. This is the bed I made, so I lie in it, but I won't ever forgive you for what you did to Shu. How dare you hurt him? Shu may not cry or scream at you like I know he wants to, but I'll make you feel his pain all the same. All that she did was just leave town, or at least I believe that she just leave town.
これでリンコと
Anything here? Nope. Right then we'll leave. Scan across this. Goodbye, dolls.
あ、その世界から消して。
Now that's a lot of fate. So we'll buy another Omamori. Oh, nice. We've reached max Omamori slots. Let's see. Any changes or will it remain the same?
彼の気持ち考えたことある？あんたは裏切った。もてあそんで裏切った。謝れ。その格好で今すぐ土下座して謝れ。聞こえてるんでしょ。なんとか言いなさいよ。ひなこ。
Yeah? I mean, hey, you heard her writing. Sure, Sakako might be a little bit violent, but she isn't as deranged and hateful as Rinko is. Though I really can't help but to think too. Back to the Fox game. Sakako would die of a heart attack. She would have gotten the heart attack from just being fearful of the dark, and then Rinko burned to death. Alright, I'm gonna read this one out loud. Hinako, according to Blaine, says cry more plus L plus failure plus Hugh likes me more plus weak plus no fucks given plus deserve plus GG no re. Wow, I didn't know that that Hinako would be so toxic.
こう呼べるのもこれが最後だな。
We'll do another save. There we go.
これを買ってもらうために漢字テストを頑張ったんだ。覚えてるか？こんなノートが山ほどあってな。押し入れにぎっしりさ。おかしいな。どこに行ったんだ？それもいいか。それが忘れていくってことだもんな。
Return what is lost.
ひなこが初めて育てるにはちょっと難しかったよな。
A note. Right, but before that, we'll take a quick run around. Any notes along the walls here? And I will walk around and come back to that door. Right, let's see. Carry not any memory of what has come to pass beyond this point. Lay all bare upon the pedestal first. The door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts.
相棒、お前の本当の選択。
Thank you for keeping track of that. The medicine cabinet from Shu's place. What? Awfully rude of you, good miss. Ay, ay, ay. Let's open up blue first. I want to see what's on the other side of this hallway. Nothing. Oh, her head got stuck in a wall. Ah, beloved funny ragdolls. The scent of herbs is overpowering. Another Yokan. Alright, the introduction to the mother. Well, technically not the mother, more so just a mother or motherly figure. I can assure you, Chapo, I'm not a fan of this either. Ow. Well, it does hammer home the point more of it does hammer home the point of motherhood that this monster is supposed to represent. And it also tells you, game mechanics wise, that they will be spawning other monsters. How come did they make a monster with a I mean, I think that there is one of that in Agony, I think. I haven't played Agony myself, but that game is very much so explicit with their bosoms and scrotums. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a demon in that game whom attacks you with their sack. Wrong way. Brainiac Hero comic. The inside page was full of drawings. Hinako were drawn at the bad guys that the protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stumblingly added a lot of scattered blood and guts. Alright, I didn't actually properly read. Let's see. It has been used so many times that the paint is peeling off everywhere. It seems to have been bought for him at the festival. It's written in ballpoint pen. Hide it. Hinako is going to steal it. I think that's technically a new line. Yeah, so down this path we're going up. Drawing of a young Shimizu Hinako. Even if it was drawn by an elementary school student, it's still too bad. This is definitely drawn on purpose. There are all kinds of curses written on it, such as stupid, disgusting, etc. This part is really the only insight that we get on to Shu. Even if it isn't new, it's good to have a refresher, I'll say. I need to go the long way around for it. Understood. I mean, it partially feels like it, since some of Shu's beloved memories that we are putting to rest is him supposedly drawing Hinako extremely ugly and saying mean things about her. Then we also have the fact that he accuses Hinako of stealing his stuff. And then we also had the thing that apparently doesn't like her enough to put her in his hero book comics to make sure that she dies a horrible death. And then there's also this thing here about, according to the Fox game, Shu would Choose fate would end in suffocation.
相棒、俺はお前にいいんだ。きなこの好きなようにして。俺は相棒の選択なら受け入れるぜ。
幼い頃からの友人に別れを告げるのは辛いだろ
はいいえ、するべきでした。もっと早くこんな姿をお見せして申し訳ありません。
謝らなくていい。むしろその痛みを強いた私の方が謝らねばならない。
That would be an apt joke, yeah. I do wonder why we had to cut off our face, but Fox Mask's well, Fox Mask isn't tuned into himself. I would believe that, Chapo, but we did all. But in the start of this chapter, we also saw him without the mask on. He hastily put it on again once Hinako was waking up in the Dark Shrine. Alright, these bosses left us again.
お前の家で合流なんだよな。戦える数じゃない。
Gaslighting is his fetish. That's just A+ there, Chapo. Alright then, we've soon been going on for 3 hours, so let's head to Chu's house. And then we'll call that transmission.
あいつから逃げたのかも。
chocolate.
やむを得ず私を置いてったんだ。だよな。
Open up. A Diary of Revenge. And then, in the Edo period, Ibisugaoka witnessed another fate-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of the religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and the sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so, a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. That next target was was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ebisugaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ebisugaoka has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they come up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian and the ancient evil water dragon attempted to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet it's been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. And we got a free Emma from it. The believer's world and the god's realm are not impervious to change. No matter how revered a god may be, the believers can choose to worship another god, or the religion could prove impossible to persevere in its original form. The Tsukumogami faith, where one would worship all things, shifted over to Inari faith once the object of worship changed to the moss-covered Inari statue. I'm sure that the mix of Inari faith and Tsukumogami faith is only one of many cases, and once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Whoever is writing these diaries of revenge sure has a very pessimistic view on faith. I really can't walk up here. Huh. I won't be fooled again. Nothing. Right, let's rock around with the baseball bat for a bit then. Oh, he has disappeared. This is very early to get an axe. But I certainly won't say no to it. To whoever finds this, please immediately. There's here. I beg you, help. I am feeling a bit tense in these woods. Just something about the fog here. Ow, mistimed that. No, let me go. Another antique comb, much appreciated. Can't open this door. And open up, my good sir. There we are. Right, I have enough bandages. That is very cheeky. Nothing on the ground for me to pick up. Then we'll just continue to hoof it. Sure, I'll take another toolkit. Happy with that. Katsu tea. Yeah, I remember this spot. It's a dastardly spot, alright. Divine water, can't pick that up. Or maybe I can't pick that up. Yeah, I'll pick that up instead of a Jokan. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And nothing more for me here, right? Nothing more for me here. Well then, let's beat up this multi-face guy. an antique comb. We'll sacrifice a divine water for
まだ
that.
置いとくなんて
Ah, they're really amping up this preta. Really isn't anything here, just... It's a way to summon an enemy. I should have remembered that. Right, can't walk that way.
これが壊れたらどうする
Come on, come at me. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
やっと抜けた
Toolkit, nice. Jokan can't use that. Ah yeah, I remember this. This is gonna be fun. Let's also walk around here. See if we can spot anything nice. We cannot. Sad, sad. Chocolate. Ah, we'll just have to ignore that for now. Nothing else of note. Then we'll hop down.
シュウリンコ
Let us enshrine some stuff. There we are. We'll record. Because I remember what happened here. Oh, I can just do this ahead of time. Well, that's neat. Nice, crowbar. You know, let's shift out the knife for that. Shriveled Abara Age. Always good to have some extra fate. I don't believe I was in this way before. My sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely, so lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women, more. But even when I do, they all go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy, why did you leave me alone? I'm lonely, so lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women, more, but even when I do, they all go away. Right, last time we got the key outside. Now this has opened, so we need to walk in here to pick up the key. Ow. Oh. Omamori Goat. Take less damage when facing multiple enemies. Scales with the number of enemies. Sure. That can be nice. They actually played on me knowing what would happen here. Here we go. Fog monster time. Nope, we'll not deal with you right now. Oop, well, maybe I have to deal with you right now. No, I don't have to, lucky me. Oh yeah. I can still hear her. Open up. Higashi is always useful. Ah, time to go again. Oh, right, gotcha, understood. Yep, this is the only path. Is it fate that protects her? The Shinto gate must mean something here, I'm certain of it.
これで終わりだよね。この神社、昨今地の古い神社か。
Research Journal Photo 4. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by the researcher investigating the folklore of Ebisugaoka. Regarding the legend of the Sacred Sword, the defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape persecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. It was thought that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god whom it was offered would be pleased. Clearly a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers.
昔は栄えてたみたい。火事があってからは人が寄りつかなくなっちゃったって聞いた。これってお供え物？
This quest with a sacred sword really is just spanning throughout the entire game. More and more and more clues for it.
これがご神木。お地蔵さん。誰かが前掛けをかけたんだ。
Yeah, no, they mentioned it. So yeah, no, I've done 1 of the 5, so that's because there's a shawl here now. Gotcha. So probably all the Jizo statues needs to have been found before I enter into the school then. Or at the very least then before I come back here to the Divine Tree. But that is going to be for later. The character for he, fire, can be faintly seen etched into the base. I think there was something in the secret hideout tune I used. So yeah, no, there's another Jizo for fire. Aye, these sacred sword quests, there are a lot of items and steps that are very easy to miss. I'm gonna have to be very vigilant for that one.
ここに繋がってたんだ。閉まってる。裏はシュウ、相棒、私だ。
Watashi da Hinako. I don't have to worry about it for the band ending, but still, I do somewhat want to see if I can solve it. But mostly doesn't really seem to be a solvable issue as much as it is a figure it out issue. Yeah, no, here we have it. The cracked hibachi brazier. This brazier was filled with charcoal to help stay warm until a large crack put an end to that. So yeah, that's 2 out of 5 items that I found for the sword. Red capsules, red capsules, red capsules. It really has a bad omen whenever I see these now. Yeah, then I really need to keep track of it. This is new. This is new. Reach the EY residence without taking a single capsule. Well, let's see. I'm gonna read up on that again. Reach the EY residence without taking a single capsule and left capsules on Shu's desk in his workshop. Hey there, partner. We made out some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I was never thought we'd have to part ways too. But at last, ours won't be a goodbye to your death on a battlefield. From now on, you can ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go, no matter what we do, we'll always be part of the Space Army. We'll always be partners. Got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Shu. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist, from the ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body, you name it, and he'll be able to tell you. You can consult him with all those pains that comes with growing up, like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend you medicine and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. A rumor got around that listening to Shu's advice really does make acne go away, and now is really popular with the girls. I suffer from frequent headaches, so Shu gets me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really does help. Oh, wait. I didn't realize. Yeah, no, the paints are different now. She's drawn over them. I guess you could call Shu a pill peddler.
とりあえず家の中で2人を待つか。
But would really a pill peddler make their own supply? I don't know actually.
Shu, Rinko? Shu?
They have ways of acquiring meds. I see, gotcha. Whenever Hinako leaves or enters the dark shrine, it seems like the whole world is burning around her.
いいえ、私は襲えません。
Yeah, Inari-sama just isn't here.
姿が見えなくとも 一緒にいるのを感じます。
Technically not the fox. That is what we call the fog monster. That's the one that attacked her at Chu's house.
私頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
This is wildly different, especially because we should have all of our powers now, so just...
私はずっと迷っていたんだ。
Yeah, no, it isn't...
今はもう道に迷いはない。
The seal shall mark thee as our own, proof of thine own sacrifice of body and spirit, but thou awake or hidden in sweet slumber, joyous shalt thou be to serve. Even when flesh has rotted away and bone turned dust, thou shalt serve. Withstand the ceremony of welcome, and Hinako shall be born anew with blinding beauty. Ancestral spirits of the Tsuneki, who by order of the Katsunomiya in heaven's benediction dwell, offer unto Hinako thy words of celebration, for she has completed this ritual. You know, all doors are just open to me. I could just go straight out the front door. But what we're gonna do is we are going to save. And we're gonna call it here. Next time, we will explore the rest of this dark shrine, as well as try to get the ending. I feel like I should be able to do it. So, the next transmission will be going live tomorrow. Yes, indeed, this is a Silent Hill Marathon week. Who would have thought it? But I'll thank you guys for tuning in. It was a pleasure having you as always. Until next time, I wish you all a great time. See ya.